Good morning, class. Now that you have memorized all of the elements in the periodic table from our previous lesson, we will now begin to take a look into some of these other elements that are in the periodic table. Can you guys name a few of your favorite elements that we talked about last week? Teacher will pause and give the students time to raise their hands and give some of the elements that they remembered from the previous lesson. Okay, great. You guys gave some great examples of some elements here on a periodic table. My second question is, do you guys remember who the man pictured is in the center of this picture? Teacher pauses to give students time to think about the answer and raise their hand. Yes, you guys guessed right. This is Dmitri Mendeleev, and he is the creator of the periodic table. I'm glad you guys remembered that, and you guys gave some great examples of elements as well. So now, as I alluded to earlier, for this week's lesson, we will be conducting some further research on the periodic table, as we will be taking a deep dive into what some of these elements are and what their properties are and what some of their everyday uses are. Okay, so for this lesson, I wanted to give you guys the instructions prior to when we started. And this is what I would call part 1 of the lesson. So first, I would like everyone to select a partner who they would like to work with during this lesson. Group should be one person, no more than 2, and I will get more into that after that. Pause and give students time to come up with their groups for this assignments. Alright, so now that you guys have picked your group, step 2 would be I need you guys to take out your iPads and download the periodic table app by the Royal Society of Chemistry. This is an application that will break down in detail about some of the elements on a periodic table and giving you information like their atomic mass, their atomic number, their properties, and much other information as well. Teacher pauses, gives students some time to download that app on their iPads. Step 3. I want you guys to discuss with your partner and sign up for 2 elements that you would like to research for this lesson. Once you guys come up with the elements that you would like to research, you can sign up on the Google Docs sheet at the link provided. And here's a screenshot of the Google Doc. So here's what I want you guys to do. I've given you some of the information about the elements already, and I just need you guys to fill in your group members' names for now. Teacher pauses and gives students time to go ahead and enter in their group names for this project. Alright, so now that you guys have signed up for your group, I now want to get further into the lesson. So you guys have also decided on your elements too, correct? Teacher pauses and gives students time to go ahead and pick which elements that they're doing if they haven't done that already. So for this week's assignment, you guys are going to create a lesson about those 2 elements that you guys have selected, and you're going to create your own lesson plan for those elements. In your lesson, you will include items such as facts and properties for each element, some uses of each element, the element's atomic weight, the melting and the boiling point of that element, and etc. Any information that you guys can find about the element, please put that in your presentation. So if you take a look at the screen here, I'm giving you guys an example of a website that you guys could use for your assignment. So here is the website Britannica. Here I've gone in their website and I have searched for the element carbon. So here, if you take a look at the screenshot, here is a lot of information about carbon. Again, if you look at the first sentence, it tells you carbon is a non-metallic chemical element, what group it's in, and where it can be found on the periodic table, and also gives a lot of good facts about carbon as well if you read deeper into the Britannica page. Britannica is only one example of a website that I would like you guys to use. Please go out and find other websites as well. You aren't limited to only this website. So please, if you find some others, please use those as well. Alright, so once you guys have found your websites, you will be using the new tool called Insert Learning to create your own instructional lesson that your classmates can read, review, and answer any questions that you pose to them as well. Has anyone in the class used Insert Learning before? Teacher pauses and allows the students to answer. If you guys are unfamiliar with Insert Learning is a tool that allows you to create your own lessons on any website that you guys can find on the internet. Since you guys are unfamiliar with this tool, let's watch this instructional video of how to use Insert Learning before you begin your lesson. Teacher pauses and plays the lesson for the students in the classroom. Alright, so now that you guys have watched this instructional video of how to use Insert Learning, does anyone have any questions on anything that was discussed in the video? Teacher pauses and allows students to ask any questions that they may have on Insert Learning and what they'll be doing. Alright, so now that you guys seem to be pretty good with Insert Learning, I wanted to give you guys some more clarity on what I'm looking for. So as you see the example that I have provided here, I have an example of everything that Insert Learning can do. So I've added in a comment, I've highlighted some important information about carbon, I've also embedded a YouTube video about how to get carbon from a can of soda using the notepad feature as was shown in the video, and I've also added in some comments along with questions for you guys to answer. And I've also created a discussion for you guys to respond to as well. So for today's lesson, I would like you to add 3 of each type of addition that Insert Learning allows you to add. So I would like you guys to add, just for some clarity, highlight 3 important sections of your articles, add 3 comments about your articles. Please add 2 to 3 YouTube videos about your elements as well. And also add 3 questions and have 3 open discussions about your elements as well. So again, does anyone have any questions on anything that was discussed? Alright, so once you guys are done, I need you guys to go back to the Google Doc and publish your link on Insert Learning and put that link inside of the Google Doc. That way we can all go in and see your work. Also, once you guys are complete, I also need you guys to go ahead and go and complete 3 of the lessons of your classmates as well. So each of you in the group should do 3 of your classmates' lessons and complete those. Any final questions? Teacher pauses and allows students to answer any questions. Alright, that's awesome. Okay, class, everyone get started. I'm here if you guys have any questions. See what you can do, and good luck.